You're on camera. Good morning, honey.
Good morning.
What are we doing today?
Morning chores.
At where? Where are we?
Silver Brook Stables in Montville, Connecticut.
All right. Here we go.
34 horses to feed.
Cool.
Yep.
I'm not feeding them. I'm just here to film.
Going down to film the bond manager and her schedule and her routine.
Cassie, can we say her
Cassie,
name?
we can. She's an excellent nutritionist for horses. She has every horse on a different diet depending on their needs. She's right on top of things. She's a very hard worker, and we're very happy to have her at Silver Brook Stables.
What's this turnout right here?
This is a 5-acre pasture. We have 4 horses on this pasture. It's called Rough Board, and they have a large barn running, and they have 5 acres with a pond and a stream to be a natural horse habitat.
It's beautiful.
The farm itself is 250 acres. It was established in the early 1700s. The house on the property was built in 1720 by Governor William Bradford's grandson, Joseph Bradford. And it was actually purchased from the Mohegan Indian tribe back in the late early 1700s.
Is this your Airbnb?
That is the main part of the house, the original old house. The new part is restored in 1993, and it's an Airbnb now for people that want to come and stay on the property, enjoy the horses.
Nice.
Most of our horses have complete run outs. They stay out overnight. Unless the weather's bad. During the day, if the weather's too hot, we try to keep them out as much as possible so they're calm and in a natural environment.
Is this still under construction?
It is. This is a new addition we added on to the barn. It holds 10 more horse stalls. It has an office for the manager, a bathroom for the clients, and a tack room and a grain room. Up here we have an outside ring, which is 100 by 200, which will be hopefully next year or so an indoor. We're looking into put an indoor at that spot on the farm and move the outdoor to a different location.
All right. Well, Cassie's not here yet.
No, she should be here by 7 o'clock. It's 6:47. She's usually right on time, so we'll give it a few minutes. Maybe I'll give you a quick tour of the barn while we're waiting for her to come.
Where do you want to start?
Well, I'll start you with the old barn here. It was built in 1938 by my grandfather, great-grandfather, and uncles. They were boat builders, so you see the round roof is kind of a representation of a boat hull, which is adequate, more than adequate for hay storage. You get the most storage in a round barn because there's no angles to waste room. So that's the style they built it in.
Is that a hay loft up there?
It is. That whole top is hay. It can hold about 5,000 bales.
Where, way up top, or is this all open?
Right at the door.
Oh, it's open from the door up to the...
Up to the roof.
Okay.
I will show you up there later.
All right.
Yeah. It was originally made for cows. My father was a dairy farmer. He milked cows on this property when he started out after the war. And my son Erik and I turned it into a horse facility back in 2002, I believe we started. So we're in the process of redoing everything over to horses so we can make the farm sustainable for next generations. We completely remodeled the inside here, took all the cow stalls out and built horse stalls. Each stall is about 12 by 12. It has a little bit lower ceiling. We couldn't do much with that because that was the original cow barn to keep the heat in, but we kept the ceiling lower. So this barn is basically a lot of our smaller horses that aren't as tall, so they can still have some room.
Big aisle fan. So all the horses are in good weather. They're turned out at night or during the day, depending on the weather and the
as much as
season.
possible. They seem to be more calm and more...
What's that?
That used to be an old grain bin that we used to have grain blown into that, and we changed it over to now it's just a chute to drop hay and shavings down.
There's something to be said about restored cow barns, you know?
Yeah.
They just, I don't know, they have the best features, I think.
Well, it gives it that old feel. You can't build a new structure to look like this and feel like this anymore because code won't allow you to do a lot of things that they do now.
Sure.
So when you're remodeling, you're allowed to do that.
Sure.
The picture on the wall is actually the barn being built back in 1938 by my relatives. They actually took a picture of it being assembled, and up top is all the names of the people who worked on the barn.
Oh, that's awesome.
They signed a paper, so yeah, a little history.
Nice. And what's this room for?
This is just tack boxes, schedules for the ring, and feeding schedules, vet schedules.
Lots of schedules.
Farrier, it's constant come and go. It's people coming and going all the time with the vet and the farrier and the lessons, programs, and...
Who's Sugar?
That was my first horse, Sugar. She was a Percheron. She was a good girl. We lost her a few years ago, but we still remember her. She was a good girl.
This just shows who's where?
This is the paddocks where the
horses paddocks. Ah.
They're all labeled out where each horse goes, and then we rotate paddocks so we can keep the grass growing in all the paddocks because horses have a tendency to eat it right down to the roots, so we have to rotate paddocks to keep the paddocks in good shape.
Is that a hot water tank?
That's on-demand hot water, yep, for the...
Nice.
We have an outside hot water wash area.
Nice.
I'll give you a quick peek of the upstairs if you want to see the construction of a barn built by boat builders. All the rafters were soaked in a stream and bent. So they made
Look at that. That's amazing. It's huge up here. Wow. This would be great for a barn dominium.
It would, huh?
Mm-hmm. Am I down? I can't see through my hair. It's huge up there. Of course it would be, but you know, when you put stalls in a barn, it looks so different than a wide open space. It always surprises me when I see the lofts. Like, oh my gosh, I could live up here. Who's that?
John.
Is
John.
it- Oh, it's John Hoopman?
Yeah.
Oh, we need to look at our schedules,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
No, you're not thinking so?
You want to talk to him now?
No.
This little milk room here was built by my grandfather.
And
He actually had stomach cancer when he was building it. And my father would help him hand each stone to him when he was building it. And sometimes my father said he'd double over with pain and fall off the stage, but he finished it. He wanted to milk cows here, so he made sure everything got done, and he finished the milk room in the barn, and they had cows, and they started the milking operation back in the 40s. After the war, my father started milking cows. So,
and was it
it's a memory.
stomach cancer that took your grandfather's
It was.
life?
He died, I believe, in 42. My father was 12 years old at the time of his passing, 11 or 12. And him and his mother actually started the operation. They started off with chickens first. Couldn't afford cows, and then they went to cows a little later on after my father came home from the war. And he had his operation here until 1985 when he sold out. He had the top herd in Connecticut at that time.
Your dad?
My dad, yes.
What about your grandfather? How old was he when he passed?
I think he was 40, 42, 44.
Wow.
He wasn't that old, no. So, he was a young man.
That's what got my grandmother too at 47.
Was it?
Stomach cancer. Yeah.
So now this is just a tack room for this barn here. We converted it over.
Nothing like the smell of leather. Beautiful.
And we just made a little bathroom
Gorgeous.
area. And those are actually my relatives on the wall. That was my father when he was probably 8 or 9 maybe years old. They always had horses, work horses on their farm to do the hay and the other work that had to be done.
Conrad?
Yep. Conrad Nelson. This is my Aunt Thelma, which is his sister, older sister. She always had Morgan horses. She was very
Oh my gosh. Look at that. And it's this barn that we're standing in.
yeah.
Wow.
And that was her husband. His name was Richard Sweet, and he came from Groton, but he always had horses. He started out with a little paper route with a horse and buggy down in Groton, and he had a love of horses also. He was a very good horseman. And that's actually my grandfather, who came here in '38, and those are a couple of his horses he had out in front of the old house.
This is your dad's dad.
Yes, my grandfather, yep. His name was Siegfried Gothard Nelson.
What a amazing name, Siegfried
Yeah.
Gothard.
They were all Swedish. He actually came from Sweden. His parents, they started out in Massachusetts and worked their way down here to Connecticut.
This house in the picture, is it that house?
It's that house there, yeah.
Oh my
This
gosh.
picture was probably taken back in 1940, I guess. That's how it looked. It had wood shutters on it, and
Oh my gosh.
we restored it back in 1993. And then behind the door is my grandmother. And she, of
Because
course,
everybody rides in a dress.
in pantyhose, yes.
Yes.
But she was a horsewoman too. She wasn't afraid to climb on and go for a ride. So
Oh,
her name was Florentia.
that's her last name or first?
No,
It says
first name
Anna
is-
Linnea Florentia.
Yeah, she went by
She went by Florentia.
Yeah.
Did they call her Flo? For sure, ever?
I always called her Grandma, so I don't know
yeah.
what they called her. She died in 1973. I was only 13, so we didn't have a long time.
Beautiful. Is this your handiwork in here?
It is. This is all
Did you do the tiling too?
we did. Yep.
Nice. How wonderful that you get to continue the legacy. The family name.
Yes, it's I have a brother and a sister, and we all grew up on a farm. And of course, on a farm, you started working when you were about 8 years old. As soon as you could pick up a shovel and a bucket, you were working. So we all worked until we went to college in different directions, and my brother stayed on the farm and milked cows till my father retired, so he went to school for agriculture.
What did you go to school for, Lynn?
I went to tech school for diesel mechanics, and I did that for about 8 years, and then I went into construction, and we're building for...
Hello.
Smile, you're on candid camera.
That's it.
We're gonna talk soon. I'll be bringing Dakota here so we can do our filming.
Sounds good.
And this is the new barn. The original barn was built in 1973, and Erik and I just added this section in
You want to walk this
2
way?
years ago. I'll take you to
2
the-
years ago you added this? So you started with that barn?
Yes, we started over there with that barn, and we moved into this barn when demand grew for more horses. So we built a little office for the manager, Cassie, so she had a place to organize things. And
Nice. So you got a PA speaker, so you must
Yeah.
have a PA for
And then we
events. This is a big bathroom.
added a bathroom for the clients, so after they could shower after their rides or change.
Big shower. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So how long did it take you to convert this barn?
It took us about 6 months to build this addition and
Is this
put
the
it on.
tack room?
This here's the new tack room. Yep.
And with the sign that says tack room? Oh, I heard there's something special in here. Oh my gosh, there is. How'd that get here?
We hung that right up first thing. So
You must know
I
people.
do know people.
Are you dating the host?
Well, I won't mention that on tape, but yeah.
You got Maggie's hair in your
So,
brim. This is beautiful.
thank you.
Nice big fridge for bevs. I mean, horse meds.
Yeah, horse meds.
Beautiful. Very nice. Well done.
Thank you. And we learned a few lessons from the other barn when we built this one. We had some issues with tack boxes being in the aisle, so we
Where, in the other barn or in
the
here?
old barn. One of the horses came in and ran into the tack box and actually cut a leg, so we
Ooh.
put the tack boxes in the wall now, so it's clean and
Oh,
out of way,
nice.
so it leaves the aisle open for...
I love it. And these are like those things you get at Home Depot, kind of like for tools? Or are they?
It's actually a toolbox.
Yeah.
But it makes...
Smart.
I don't know if this one's locked. Sometimes they lock them up, but
Yeah.
it makes a nice storage for all their
Yes.
tack and
That's
equipment.
brilliant.
Thank you.
I always wanted one of those huge ones on casters in a kitchen.
Yep. Yep.
I just love that industrial look, but that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. These stalls are big. What's the size on these?
These stalls are a full 12 by 12, and the headroom is about 10 feet. So it's better for the larger horses. They have more headroom to move around and a little
Like
more
metal
open space.
roofing, yeah.
We use the corrugated metal. It's
Yeah,
easy to
I like
clean.
that. Yep, you could power wash,
Yep.
pressure wash them.
The barns get washed down twice a year. We go right through and clean everything, hose everything down with a power washer, and make sure they're all clean and sterile, and then rebed them. Each horse has a fan. The stall has a fan, automatic, that can be controlled by remote control.
These are nice feeders.
The nice part about this stall is the feeders are actually, you don't have to go in to stall the feed. You can open this up and just put the feed in and turn it back around, so you actually have to go inside the stall to give their rations out, so it works out pretty well for that, more efficient.
Smart metal gate.
Metal gate, we
Keep
got
them out of the feed room and getting out, right?
These boxes here is what the boxes look like before they're put in the wall. We still have to cut the concrete and install these into the wall, but it's actually a rolling toolbox we use for the tack box, but it was set back in. So.
They're the best. I have such a love of industrial things. Well, we might as well take a stroll out and see some horses. This is a wash rack, yes? Hot and cold water?
Hot and cold. We put an indoor wash in the new barn. So in the wintertime, the horses can still get a bath if the owner feels like they need one. And they can be here around.
Oh, look at this oldie. Is this where it's permanently parked?
Well, it is for now. It's eventually going to be restored. That's on the list to do over.
Who'll do the restoration? You?
I will do that myself in my spare time. That's why it's still sitting there. Spare time is little around the farm. It's constantly fixing fences or building maintenance or equipment repairs. So
it never ends, right?
It does not.
There are no days off when you have horses, cows, any animals.
Very few, but I'm lucky enough to have good help, so I do get time off to spend with special people. But it's a good life though. It's quiet. When you're done working, you've accomplished something. You can see what you've done at the end of the day, and it's a good life. I was in construction. That was kind of a constant run business. You're constantly trying to make money and finish that to go to the next job. And this is more of a, well, if I don't finish it today, I can finish it tomorrow type.
As long as it's not a downed fence, right?
Right. Well, yes, that's true. That has to be done at midnight. So it seems like the fence always breaks at midnight, or the horses are always out in the dock. So it's still a good life. And the horses, we try to go with larger paddocks, so they have plenty of room to move and socialize. Horses are social animals, they're herd animals, so they like to see each other and not be separated by a wall or a barrier. So, as you can see, they're all calm and
yeah, I'm noticing
happy.
That. Nobody's, you'd think it's first thing in the morning. They know that, feeding is coming, but nobody's anxious. Nobody's whinnying, nickering, like, where's my food?
No.
Because they've been grazing all night, right?
Yep. And you'll find in the wintertime when they do come in for longer periods of time because of the short days that they are more anxious to get outside. They just want to be out.
Sure.
It doesn't matter if it's 0. They'd rather be outside than in a barn.
Well, there's a lot here. A lot of room for happy horses. It's beautiful.
Yep.
How long is a typical waiting list for boarders to get in?
It depends. We're full now. We have one stall open now, but we do have waiting lists. And it depends on people if they want outside board, which is the horses outside with a run-in all the time, or if they would like inside board with the amenities that carries, the wash stalls, the blanketing. We do the blanketing for the horses when they're in there, where the outside boards are responsible for their own blanketing. But all the feed and all the hay is included in the board price. So.
Well, somebody's got an early morning.
You're gonna check out Bear's Hooch.
Yeah, there's
See
Hooch.
the sign?
Yeah, his own little Hooch.
That's Bear's Hooch. I got the definition.
Go over and take a closer look. Good morning.
Well, it certainly is a nice, crisp fall field
It's
morning, right?
perfect.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yep. So I'm looking to bring Dakota here the first week of October. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm retired, so I can do it any time.
All right, we'll lock that in. Lynn's gonna ride behind us with the GoPro on his chest, and then I have an Insta360 camera that's on an invisible selfie stick, so that'll be out in front of us while we
Wow.
have our conversation.
Pretty high tech.
Trying.
We'll see.
Most of the time, tech doesn't work. You
I
find
may
out
end up on the
later
ground or in the
editing.
woods while you guys are riding, but
But anyway, that's Beth Bear's hooch.
Oh, let's go check this out. I don't want to get zapped. Bear's hooch. Hooch is American military slang from the Korean and Vietnam War eras, meaning a hut or crude dwelling from the Japanese uchi house. All right, so it's not really Bear's hooch.
Oh, very official. That's the real deal. That's true.
that's true.
Yeah. Oh, we love your hooch, Bear.
Well, the canonical thing a Facebook friend said, very clever, she said, does he have a beach hooch? Don't give him any ideas.
I'd
You
like a beach.
You should have one, Bear. Yeah. So you've got all this pasture and turnout, but you don't, and you said there's 250 acres, but it's not all enclosed, right?
No, the whole farm would be miles and miles and miles of fencing to close the whole 250, which actually backs up to 1,000 acres further down. That's all wooded and trails.
Nice.
So the clients have an opportunity to ride through the trails out in the woods and experience what it's like to ride. But yep, and then we have plans for the future. We want to cut more trails in the woods. We want to add more paddocks, maybe some eventing, riding out in the fields.
Oh,
jumps
right,
and
like
stuff.
cross-country course, maybe?
Yep.
A derby course?
Yep, derby course, cross country.
Sure.
Just to give the
Oh my gosh, yes.
clients a little more room to ride.
Yeah.
It's a slow process, but it's coming.
What about clinics? Do you have any plans in the future to host
We
clinicians here? And
We just got
what
some-
disciplines?
We just got some good information about clinics, bond management, and Kimber is also working on that to help us
That'd be me.
set up some clinics in the future. She's very knowledgeable about the horse world, which I am really not that knowledgeable. Grew up on a dairy farm, so horses, always had horses, but never, I was more into motorcycles and cars when I was a kid, so the horse world is different. So I'm learning every day myself.
Sure. And you're open to learning.
Yeah, you never stop learning.
So for any clinicians watching this, Silver Brook Stables will be booking out into 2026, 2027 with the future arena build happening in the not too distant future. So it's going to be quite the place to hold an event. So if you're interested, look for the link for Silver Brook in the description box, and you can get a hold of Cassie or Lynn or even myself, and we can get the ball rolling. And if you're traveling from afar, there's a beautiful AirBnB right on the property. So it can be a really comfortable experience.
The Airbnb
your
is a nice
clinic.
addition to the farm. We added it. It sleeps 6, and it's amazing. A lot of people come from New York City out to this area, and
Yeah.
we have the Mohegan Sun Casino close by. So they come out with plans on going to the casino, but they get here and they end up spending their whole time right here, just enjoying the country and
Sure.
the horses, and it's a
and
nice area.
You can bring a chef in, you can bring a masseuse
Sure.
in, right?
Yep.
There's so much to do, or you could just do a booking at the Norwich Spa, which is right up the road as
Yeah.
well. So
Mohegan Sun also has a spa, And it's nice to go for entertainment. They have a lot of shows down there too, so it's close by. So it gives
Yeah.
people the opportunity. Mystic is close, which is a nice tourist spot for
Shoreline.
the area. Shoreline, yep. So it's
We've got a lot in Connecticut.
yeah.
It's really a beautiful state.
People
We
think
love
of
it.
Connecticut as being industrial and built up, but there's a
No.
lot of country in Connecticut that's still rural.
Look at this, right? That does not look industrial to me. Except for the tack boxes, which I love. Set that way again. And then someone has to come across the street and feed these horses that are on rough board out here.
Pretty quiet